Star Wars? Space? Kind of. On this day in history, October 12th, 1986, President Reagan and leader Gorbachev met in Reykjavik, Iceland to continue discussions about missile arsenals in Europe. Almost a year after their 1985 summit meeting in Geneva, Reagan and Gorbachev met again to try and reach an agreement. However, at the last moment, the talks fell apart amid both sides accusing the other of failing to come to an agreement, and US-Soviet relations took a giant step backwards. Gorbachev requested that the talks be expanded to include limitations on the SDI, or America's Strategic Defense Initiative. Referred to as the Star Wars Initiative, Reagan's pet project was a proposed multi-billion-dollar program to use space technology to provide a shield from nuclear attacks. While the idea, in theory, was to protect the United States from atomic annihilation, the technological hurdles and advancements required were overambitious, especially for the 1980s. The proposal was for several space-based lasers and other weapons and defense in space, something that seemed so ridiculous to even consider at the time. Because of this, Senator Edward Kennedy called it a reckless Star Wars scheme, and the moniker of Star Wars Initiative stuck. Unsurprisingly, Reagan refused to consider the suggestion and the talks ended. Reagan accused Gorbachev of having bad faith in trying to expand the talks, and Gorbachev reported that Reagan was lying about his desire for serious negotiations. Over a year later, in December 1987, talks resumed for a third summit, and Gorbachev decided to remove limitations on SDI in the negotiations. Per the Star Wars Initiative, the US government spent $30 billion to develop the concept, but the futuristic idea was just that, a concept that never got off the ground, and it was officially scrapped in 1993 by President Clinton.